Hi and welcome to the London EV 2022 show. My name is Louise.
And my name is Lisa, and today we are with Nice Car Mate.
So let's dive into the future.
Let's go.
I'm having Harman from Rover here with me today, and this is a hybrid Range Rover,
full
right?
size, that's right.
A lot of brands, especially car brands, go on the bandwagon of going all electric. Obviously, this is not all electric, but tell me about the journey from...
I mean, this car is designed to become a fully electric car eventually. At the moment, it's a plug-in hybrid, so plug-in hybrid gives you a lot of flexibility. So a lot of electric cars at the moment, especially with the infrastructure, they struggle with charging. You know, if you've got a long journey, people struggle and they've got to usually have to plan their journey in advance. With something like this, it's ideal daily, sort of commuting up to 70 miles range on the electric. And then obviously if you've got to go further, it's got the petrol engine. You're not really limited down to you have to charge the car every time. You can just put some fuel in and away you go. With electric cars, obviously there are loads of different designs in the trade at the moment. But with this, it still looks like a conventional Range Rover. It's unmistakably still a Range Rover. What they've done is just minimised the lines a lot more, made it a lot more distinctive. I think the design philosophy was reductive, so they've just tried to enhance the actual shape of the car and just... there's three main lines in a Range Rover. You've got the roof line, which swoops down. You've got the strong shoulder line there, and then you've got the line at the bottom, which swoops up. So at the back of the car, it actually looks like it's moving when it's not, which is quite a cool sort of illusion.
Today we are with Andrew, who's representing Duku Ev, and he will explain to us what they're about and what they do and how it works. Hi Andrew, how are you?
Hi there.
Good, awesome. Could you explain to us a little bit more about what you do and why you're here today?
Yeah, of course. So we're here at the show to launch our new product, which is an accessible EV charger. It works by touching the side panel, and out comes the plug. So it has an automated cable management system using buttons on the plug. So you press it, and it motorizes the cable out, making it easier to use and tidying up the cable. So plug in to your car, it's 7.5 meters, and then when you're finished, you can just press the reverse, goes back into the drum, and you can just leave it like that, and it will sort itself out.
Is this a universal plug? It works on any car?
It is, yeah, Type 2 plug.
I think you mentioned that there's commercial use. Is this for commercial use? And
That's
this is
right.
for private then?
Correct. So this is a domestic 7 kilowatt, and we've also got a public version as well, which my colleague's got here. So the difference is we've got a screen on the front, so instructions and a tap to pay to initiate the charging sequence, but the technology is the same inside. It's got the same features.
And this has not been launched yet, right? It's just the domestic one that's been launched already.
So we're launching the domestic one now and taking pre-orders. The public one is still in final development, and will follow on.
Okay, great. What do you think it makes you different from your competitors?
We've got a couple of USPs. The cable management system is unique. We're the only charge point manufacturer, we believe, that will meet the latest BSI standards around accessibility. So the project starts as trying to make charging more accessible for disabled drivers, the elderly, anyone with mobility issues. So the features built in there, we hope, will really remove a barrier to adopting EVs for those drivers, as well as just making it easier for any driver, day in, day out, so you don't end up with muddy cables all over your clothes.
We don't like that,
No,
definitely.
No.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. And how long have you been in business now? Has it been a while for the domestic?
Duku has been in business about 10 years. We're a design and engineering company. So this project we started in-house about 2 years ago. We won some Innovate UK grant to tackle accessibility, and this was the result. And we really liked what we'd come up with. We felt there was a gap here for design like this, so we've been designing it in-house since then.
Okay, great. This is amazing. Where can we find you guys? Where can people find more information?
So the website is duku-ev.com, and all the information is on there, and you can pre-order the home version now.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching us, and we'll be back soon.
Hi, this is Patrick from Ford, and he invited us to have a look at the electric vehicles from Ford. And I understand that Ford did a Guinness World Record on the longest journey.
They did, yeah, world record. I think it was sometime last year. They did it. One trip. The exact information on the trip is not clear. But all I know is that they are presently the world holder of that road trip down from John O'Groats to Land's End, I believe it was.
And that's obviously a big deal for electric cars.
Oh yes, absolutely, because range is the big question everyone's asking.
So what's the range on this one here?
On this one here, the latest information, it's 341 on one charge. If you go for the rear-wheel drive, it's a little bit more at 373. That does vary depending on what WLTP say at any particular time.
This looks like a very sporty model.
It's more of a muscle car, because the heritage of Mustang, of course, is a growling beast of a car, and well-deserved. But what they've tried to do is they've tried to make a car for the world, but also keep some of the main features. So, for example, you've got the hind of the vehicle here. You've got the fastback shape here as well, the sharp nose, and of course the tri-bar lighting, which very much is a signature of the Mustang.
Is that on the market?
This one now been around for about 2 years, driving in the UK, but it's a global car. So yes, it was. I think the first presentation I did with the Mach-E was back in 2019, when it was a prototype, but very quickly it was being delivered from there on in. Yeah.
Absolutely. Can I jump in and have a look?
Can you? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
So what I like and what I noticed with a lot of electric cars is actually they have very nice, sleek interfaces.
Indeed. I mean, what you've got here, just by quickly explaining to you, you've got a central screen here. Anything that was traditionally a button is now on that screen. But as a safety feature, and also something quite nice, you've got a cluster here. And that means you don't have to take your eyes off the road. You've got your speed, your battery level, and various apps that you may have running. And then you also, down here, you've got another little screen that is monitoring your head movements, make sure you're asleep and attentive in the car as well. So ultra safe.
So let's get to that biggie one here. Is that full electric?
This is full electric, yeah, with a range of more or less 200 miles, 196 miles. It's a battery built into the base, just like the car, exactly the same. And there's no compromise on payloads. So all the delivery chaps, all the plumbers, the carpenters, the space and the range they need, and the payload is all still there.
Absolutely, but the challenge is obviously you have more to carry, more heavy weight load, and what can batteries do to actually match?
Combustion engine. The heavier the items in the vehicle, the less range you get. Exactly the same with batteries. As long as you use and look after the vehicles like you will any combustion engine, this vehicle will look after you.
So how is EV London going for you?
Absolutely loving it. It's been amazing, actually. The breadth of people from around the world has just been phenomenal. I mean, we've had people from Australia, Uganda, the Emirates. Just incredible. Just incredible.
Yeah. Fabulous. Thanks so much for speaking to us, Patrick.
Pleasure. Thanks for today. Thank you.
I'm Rachid. I am Fiil Emotion co-founder, and what you see here, we started 2 years ago. Well, I see the good news about us, it's we are competing with the big players out there in the cargo bike industry, and this is a family business.
What's the difference in your materials compared to your competitors?
What we do at the moment, it's pretty much sustainable products. And the idea behind it is to have the bike You can build it yourself. So what we have done, as you can imagine, IKEA, you can mix and match what you want to do with your product and instead build to last. And we like that too.
Yeah, makes sense.
Thank you.
And I think all the materials you said, for example, this are removable and adjustable.
Yeah,
as well.
Everything you see here, it can be dismantled. Everything here, the application, it can be tailor-made to the client. The rear box is removable. The box can be a flatbed, can be a pickup, it can be a cargo box, it can be fixed box, and also can be a display box or even a fridge at the back.
So you have two different types of cargos. This is more for the public, right? And this is more private?
Yeah, this is all for last mile delivery and the logistic companies. And the vehicle, what you see be in the back,
Yeah.
it's more for families, off-road, even for a cargo company who wants to do a delivery with it.
This was EV London 2022.
It was an amazing experience and we cannot wait to be back here next year.
If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button and see you in the next one.